so they're in their third year, they're currently touring the UK and they've just released their very first album. I'm here in Brighton with Modestep. Thank you so much for joining me, guys.
All right.
Josh and Tony, friends, the brothers of the group, right?
That's right, yeah.
Cool, so tour going pretty well so far, right?
Yeah, it is, yeah, sold out. Every show's been pretty mad, really.
Tickets currently going for 4 times face value in Brighton, 3 times in London.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Don't buy them. Don't buy from touts, man, they ruin the shows. Yeah, no, it's going really well. Everyone on the bus is now ill. And yeah, we're feeling like crap.
So tour flu's a real thing then, it exists?
Yeah, I think it's kind of my fault. I went on to the tour with flu.
Oh, okay.
So when you're on the bus with 16 people, there's no really escaping it, so yeah.
And what's the reception been like? Has it been good?
Yeah, amazing. I mean, there are headline shows, so everyone's there for us.
What would have been the kind of highlights so far? What moments have stood out for you, mate?
I like Bristol. That was good. It was on a boat, so yeah, it was good vibes there.
I mean, I was actually at the Coco gig, and I have never seen so many shoes left behind after a gig in my life. So, we can go for 3 years. What was it that made you release an album at this point? Because you've been doing pretty well on singles alone so far. And in this kind of digital market, to what extent do you need to release an album?
Albums are pretty important to us as a band because, you know, all of our favourite acts have always released albums, and we just think it's something that you should really do to kind of express where you are in your career. But also, you know, it's what we've been trying to finish it and get it out there for 2.5 years now. It's just taken a long time. So it was kind of always the intention to do one.
Because it's been kind of pushed back and pushed back. What was
just the touring schedule, really.
Right.
Yeah, we've done like 300 shows a year, so it's just fitting it in, and took a while.
And you're about to do your first headline tour of North America. To what extent do you think America is kind of catching up when it comes to kind of dubstep and?
It's not about catching up, really. I mean, the genre, as we all know it, not its original form, is kind of an internet genre anyway. So everyone has their kind of the same kind of outlook on what it really is and what it does. But America, they just party bigger, and it's all about love over there, really.
So if it's all about love in America, what's it about in the UK?
It's angry here. Like here, it's about mosh pits, and originally the music came, you know, as a dark genre. And it was all about people in raves looking all angry, and yeah, the Americans didn't really see that side of it. It's all just about peace and love for them.
Cool. And so kind of thematically, where do you think you fit in that? What are your songs kind of revolving around?
I mean, yeah, some of our songs are feel-good tunes. One's called Feel Good. Yeah. Some of them aren't. I mean, the more recent tunes have got a bit more content to them, I think. But yeah, it's just about people enjoying the music and having fun.
So in terms of the kind of more recent tunes, let's talk about Evolution Theory, the title track. It's kind of a new direction for you, isn't it? Because it's a bit of a kind of meeting between grime and the kind of dubstep rock that you've done in the past.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just a way to express, I guess, like our musical journeys kind of through a song, really, and that's what the album was all about. So it was, yeah, it was just you know, to put the title track in there to kind of describe the rest of the album kind of made sense to us, I think.
And you know, a lot of people have said that kind of dubstep's had its day in the UK, which I kind of agree with to a certain extent, but I really feel as what we do isn't really dubstep, so it's just kind of music, and we're just going to keep on making music that we like.
Yeah.
I don't think we've got any specific plans as to what we want, apart from the fact that we are a band. So, you know,
I think album 2 will be more of an album that sounds like it was done by a band. I think album 1 for us was like our journey from being producers into becoming a band.
I mean, I'm sure everybody asks this, but what's it like being brothers in the same band? That's certainly one of your more unusual features, isn't it?
It's cool. I mean, because we are brothers, we've been brought up to have the same kind of morals and ethics about things. We kind of agree on most stuff. It's kind of cool. Tony can go off and go and work on a certain part of the project and come back to me, and he'll do exactly what I would have done. And if I go off and work on a certain bit, it's exactly what he would have done. So it's good. We don't really have any differences in that.
Do you have a favourite out of your back catalogue?
Mine is Time.
I guess maybe out of all our tunes, probably Exile, just because it was really different to everything that was going on, and I think it still is. And yeah, it's kind of a unique track, that one, very, very weird one, and I think it's something that kind of brought us into the light a little bit.
And what are you finding is getting the best kind of reception on this tour?
What
What's
tunes?
reception on this tour?
Another
Well,
Day.
obviously Sunlight.
I think Another Day gets the best reception.
Another Days gets a good one. What else did we go nuts for?
And also tell us a bit about your cover of Coldplay, because
Oh,
that was
yeah, people
completely
like that
unexpected. You might expect you guys to kind of rip it out of Coldplay practically, but
Well, to be honest, like we got us to do Radio 1 Live Lounge. They gave us a list of songs that we could cover. 99.9% of them were crap. Coldplay, I mean, you know, we think they're cool. The song was at 140 BPM, which helped massively, I'm not going to lie. And we just kind of tried to do our own thing with it. We thought it was the only tune out of the list of songs that we were given that we thought we could do some
Any
kind
potential.
of Modestep stuff with. But it really went under the radar. It was released with Show Me a Sign as a B-side, and no one seemed to know or care that it was there. And then like a month ago we were like, man, it's like #1 on Hype Machine, what's going on? It literally came out of nowhere. So it's kind of been resurrected and brought back into the sets now, and everyone knows it. So yeah, it's cool.
to what extent do kind of your crowd know you? Do you find if you walk outside then people are, it's Josh and Tony, or you know, is it the mask that they used to
It doesn't happen as much to me because I do wear a mask, which I'm so thankful for. But everyone else gets hounded quite a lot, so yeah, lucky for them.
Is there a reason behind the mask, or is that just
I
a tradition?
don't like being hassled. To be 100% honest with you, I like the fact that I can go on stage, do a show, go nuts, and then go in the crowd and enjoy the rest of the night. You know, yeah, and I guess it kind of gives me a bit of a freedom to act like a bit of a tit on stage. Get away with it, no one really knows it's me. So.
Can you tell us a bit about this kind of, it's the yellow face, straight mouth, crossed eyes. Can you tell us a bit about that? Where's that emerged from?
It came from. Sorry, I've been trying to pick out a label in my jacket. It came from when I was a uni student. Just had to like dive of a room in a student house, and I like had these weird like baby wallpaper going around the top of the whole room, and had like little teddy bears, and I just went and drew the like crosses on the eyes, and so it just looked like this weird dead baby's bedroom. I don't know, when it came to designing the Modestep logo, literally just in the O, I just kind of went, because I just used to do it on everything, and it just caught on massively. And then Tony didn't want to put his face on our live stream, so he just wore a mask and just thought, I'll just draw that on there as well, and it's just become a thing. Really, it wasn't intended as like to be anything really.
And let's talk a bit about live stream, because I mean, Modestep Radio has grown hugely. It's been going for a couple of years now, is that right?
3 or 4 years, yeah. Started off with like 5 people connected to a crappy little shoutcast server in my room, and just got bigger and bigger over time really, and now it is what it is, and I think it's been very, very key to what we are now.
And why do you think that more groups don't do that? Because it's presumably been a phenomenal way of essentially doing a kind of mini gig every week.
That's why.
I don't know why though. It's a lot of work, but I think for us, like, especially for me, I came from the days of DJing and doing pirate radio, and it's just a way of life to you know, express the love you have for a certain type of music. And we never sat down one day and went, what can we do that's going to get us really, really noticed and popular? It was just like, we love mixing, we want people to hear and listen and enjoy and give us feedback and join in. And
I think other people don't do it is because they don't know how to do it right as well. I mean, there are big artists out there who have contacted me and said, how have you built this? How have you done this? Because I came from a digital background and build websites and stuff like that, so it was just second nature for me to do that kind of thing. I love making projects like that, and yeah, it's just, I don't think people really know that there's the technology out there to do it, and it's quite easy to do for free.
And kind of to what extent do you see them yourselves as a kind of meeting between the kind of analogue world and the digital world? Because you've got the dubstep, which is traditionally very digital, you've got the rock side, which is very, let's call it analogue.
Yeah.
Do you see yourselves as kind of convergence between the two there?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. I think, yeah, try and take the best out of whatever we can. I think more and more we're trying to be more like that. I think to begin with we probably weren't so much, but yeah, the more recent stuff on the album, I guess, kind of combines the two a bit better.
And what do you see as the kind of future for dubstep then? Is it going to keep kind of...
honestly, don't really know.
No, it's at a stage right now where it's just becoming more like what dance music originally was. So it might just go full circle, Who knows? I think the Americans are dictating it now, so whatever the Americans are enjoying is probably where it will go.
To what extent do you find that Skrillex is the kind of grandmaster influencer of the genre?
He is, full stop. I mean, without Skrillex, I mean, he's not the influence, because what he did was actually create a sound that everyone was already trying to do. So it wasn't like he invented this sound. He just perfected it, and did it faster than anyone else did, really. And I remember when I heard it, I was like, cool, nail on the head. He got the sound everyone's trying to do, and did it maybe a month before other people managed to hit it. But yeah, he's a phenomenal producer, and he was right time, right place, and worked really, really hard. So yeah, I do see him as the top of the game. He's the best at what he does.
Great, guys, thank you very much. Evolution Theory is out now. It's a really, really great album, very much recommend it. Thanks so much for talking to me.
Thank you. Cheers.